Spoiler alert, it's amazing.
So good.
Oh, good morning, squad. It is, I guess, the first video of the road to the Andes Pacifico 2021 with me, Mr. HardTail. And after starting the morning with a pretty good workout, we are now gonna head over to the mountain and get a couple laps in. I just got a new fork for the HardTail. It's 2021 Fox 38. It's currently set at 160 millimeters of travel. I will be getting it set to 170 before I leave. But the air shaft is on order. Should take about a week to get in. But until then, we are gonna plow a couple laps and try and get some base settings dialed. I've always been a big fan of Fox's kind of factory settings for like weight and stuff. I feel like they do a pretty good job. As you know, if you can look from some of my older videos of where I set up sag and that, I do like to do things a little bit differently when you rock a hardtail versus rocking a full suspension bike, as that fork comes in a little bit more into play in a different way with a hardtail than it does a full sus. I like to run it super plush, but I also like to run quite a bit of low speed compression to try and keep that fork a little bit higher in its travel. I'm really interested to see how this new valve system works for both the compression and the rebound circuit. I'm not sure. It's either going to be really great or it's not really going to be as huge of a use to me in a hardtail atmosphere as it would be in a full sus. So let's head on over to Mount From. It's rainy and crappy as it's been forever here in North Vancouver, but I gotta bang out those laps before we head out to Chile, so let's have at it.
All right, squad, on our way up Mount From. It is raining, it's wet, it's cold. What are you gonna do? It's like that most days of the winter here in Vancouver, so you just kind of got to adapt to it. And when I got a race like I do coming up, you just got to make do. I want to test out this Fox 38, see if I can get a good baseline. I can tell you one thing right now. I bought a WTB Volt saddle. My butt is in heaven right now. I'm not sure I've ever used a more comfortable saddle, so I'm pretty fired up about that. But anyways, I'll see you guys at the trailhead. All right, squad, it is super rainy, but we feeling pretty good. The 38, with now running a 27.5 fork and that 44 offset, I can tell you right now, climbs like a dream. I could climb that bad boy all day. And with that WTB Volt saddle, oh my gosh, my taint has never loved me more. But climbing's just one little small aspect. I'm really focused on how this bad boy performs on the downs. Like I said, I plan to put it to 170 before going to Chile. But it's gonna take a week or so to get that air shaft in. So we're just gonna have to make do and see how it goes. I got base settings set on this fork with +2 low compression and -1 high-speed compression to give a little bit of support but still keep some nice suppleness. So we'll see how she goes. Can't say the footage is going to be epic today because of how much rain and mud there is, but we're going to have at her anyways. So let's get going here. This is Espresso on Mount From. Oh yeah, I got new pads on here too. So I expect them to be pretty noisy for the first bit. Ooh. Oh, dude, the fork is very buttery. Oh. Like super buttery. I'm actually blown away right now. I would have thought it would be harsher. We'll see what kind of travel I'm using. Apologize for the brakes. Brand new pads. And obviously it's raining outside. I do tend to try and take it easy on the wood features in the rain because it's just not worth the wipeout. Oh yeah, wow. So good. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is, ooh. Yeah, she's slick, man. But oh yeah, really digging the fork thus far. Oh, it's really buttery. Makes me feel like I don't even need to go to 170. I really notice the rake difference more than I thought I would too. I was running a 29er fork before with it's a 51 offset, and now I have 44. And I'd say what they say is true. The 29er fork with the 51 offset definitely feels more twitchy, but this feels a lot more planted, and I think that's really important because I rock a pretty short wheel-based hardtail, and that's going to be important in stages at the Andes Pacifico because they are quite high speed and quite loose. So I think that's a good thing. So far, really pumped. It does not feel harsh at all. I just looked down, I still have probably 2 inches of travel, so the O-ring hasn't gone up. So that's super rad. Keep in mind, I'm going very moderate because I don't want to crash. And it's wet, but this feels fantastic. Oh, you guys have been very overwhelming in support for me going to Chile. I assure you it's not an easy task. It's extremely expensive, and there's definitely a ton of logistics you have to do to get there and get back safely. I respect all the protocols put in place to stop the spread of coronavirus, so I'm not going to complain. I feel very privileged to be able to go there and compete and be one of the first, if not the first, to do this race on a hardtail. I'm sure Blake from GMBN is looking to do this. I know somebody commented thinking that he had done it already. I believe what they're thinking about is the Mega Avalanche, which is an amazing feat all on its own. Oh yeah, here. I'm gonna stop here, wipe off the lens for you guys. Whoops. There you go. Yeah, so it's only a matter of time before he takes that on. So I figure, why not beat him to the punch? But this feels great. Super pumped. Feels super rock solid, even in these wet conditions. Feeling great. And this is basically stock settings. Slight tweaks. Awesome. Really happy. Been training hard the last little while, lots of cardio, but I've been doing mostly workouts based on my heart rate. I'm trying to keep my workouts to be very intense. I'm not so much focused on building strength as I am muscular endurance, because these are some long ass days with some long ass stages. So I want to make sure my stamina is up to par, and then that, and I'm, you know, rocking a hardtail. So to be sick. Oh, this is so good. I'm super satisfied with this fork. Put some new brake pads on too, front and rear, metallic finned pads on my Z's. I figure I'm gonna need all the stopping power I can get when it comes time to race. This is feeling so good. Super happy, super happy. So buttery. Oh, I can't believe it, like, so good. So I'm on a little sneak trail here, wipe you off. Here we go. This is my little secret trail, kind of extend my play. Some people get mad, this is a bit of a climbing trail. My bad. I like to sneak over into this kind of free ride line. Over here, it's gonna be super slick. All the roots. Yeah, so good, so good. Awesome. Come down here, basically back onto a climbing trail. Dude, I'm blown away by this sport. Blown away. Blown away. It could be just the geometry of running a proper fork on my bike now. So I don't want to take that out of the equation. As I said before, I was running a 29er fork, 170 on a 27.5 bike with 27.5 wheels. So I'm sure my geo was completely out of whack. But it worked for the park, and it worked for a lot of the stuff I was running. So I'm not gonna complain. But this, I'm gonna say right now, without any tuning, is probably the most buttery feeling fork I've ever ridden. I'll wipe this off for you guys again. I'm really stoked to have you guys come along on this road to the Andes Pacifico. I'm excited, I'm nervous, but I think it's gonna be a good time. And I really wanna see what the ultimate limits are for the hardtail. Maybe it's my knees. Maybe we just go until my knees can't do it anymore. I don't know. But these bikes are just so freaking capable. It's unreal. It's so cool. Oh. Excellent. So good, baby. I cannot believe this thing. Another thing I'm gonna try out is new tires. I'm gonna try and rock those Michelin Wild Enduros, who are good things. So we'll see. But yeah, gang, that right there, this little quick lap of espresso on the North Shore at Mount Frog. A little test and tune and the 38. Don't hit wet roots, or that happens. Minus that little tad bit there. I'll just have to edit that out, obviously. Super buttery fork. Like, super buttery fork. Really, really, really impressed. Now, we just climb back up and maybe bang out another one. So, until next time, positive vibes, gnarly rides. Phew.